Hello, I'm Erika Eichenseer again, telling you stories, very old stories, very interesting stories which you haven't heard before. I think so. And now I have another real cruel story about a hanged man, and well, it's beginning like that. A handyman was walking. It was winter time, and he had very thin cloth. He was very freezing and walking. Isn't that nothing? Don't you have a coat for me? Don't you have gloves for me, or shoes, or something like that? I'm freezing to death. Nobody gave him something. And then he came up the hill, and up there stood a gallows, and some skeleton or some hanged man was dangling down the gallop, this and that and this. Oh, he has woolen stockings. I want to have these stockings because you don't need them anymore. And he went up and he tried to drag off these stockings of the feet of the hanged man, but they didn't go because they're frozen. What shall I do now? And he took out his little knife and he cut the bones of the hanged man just like that, put the leg, or both legs, into his pocket and went off. It was beginning to get dark. He came to a house and he asked, "Don't you have some place for me to stay overnight?" "Oh yes, you can stay in the straw, or can stay in the kitchen. We only have a very bad tomcat." "Oh, I don't worry about the tomcat. So you can go there." And the handyman went into this room, a little straw, the stove, which made a little heat, and he laid down and he listened. When do people go to bed? When am I alone? And then he waited so long, and then he took out the two legs, the two pieces of legs out of his pocket, and leaned it at the stove. And then he went to sleep. And early in the morning he woke up. Then the ice was melted, and he could take off the woolen socks, the woolen stockings of this man. He put them on, and they were warm and nice. And he put the legs only to the stove and left. And when the landlord got up, he looked for this man, and he ran out of the room. "Oh my dear, our tomcat had eaten this man, only his legs have left. Look, the left legs here at the stove." And he was frightened, and all the others as well.